Hey everybody, welcome back to Glenn's Hot Rod Garage. I haven't been around for a while. I've been a little busy. Just life happens and sometimes you gotta take a break, whatever. So I'm here to go over all the projects and what we got going on. And let's start off by going in the shop. Friday after work, about 7 o'clock. Don't know what the day has in store for us, but got the Fine Dime S10. Fine Dime S10. We got the 4.9-inch in there. Trying to set up the disc brakes in the back. Need to get the rest of that put together. Maybe get this thing running this weekend. That'd be awesome. We got some other stuff going on, so here we have Chris Hall's S10. I started taping off the inside, getting ready to paint the roll cage on this. There'll be a video on that, I'm sure. Here we got Greg's Nova. We put a 355 small block in this, trying to get it ready for the Woodward Dream Cruise, and unfortunately there's some valve train issues and it kept us from making the cruise. I got a video coming out about that pretty soon. So in the trailer here we have baby steps. Some other stuff I'd like to talk about on this. It's not baby steps. Steps is currently on the back burner. It is at Greg's storage unit because his car is here. And I took the time to make out a list. And that was something that I really don't have time for. Here it's the beginning of October and I need to get Trashy out to the track one more time. My thought is to get a baseline of where it's at right now and take it apart so I can start putting baby steps together. The other 67 old, the post car. All right, here we got the 1500 HD tow vehicle that was stolen and recovered. As you can see, the rocker panel's missing. I took it to my friend Dave's body shop and he pulled it back into shape. So we need to get going on this. I found a hood, a set of wheels and tires, a steering column, a driver's door with some towing mirrors. I'm gonna go pick up sometime this weekend as time allows. Here we got the ugly street truck. I've been driving this quite a bit lately, and it's all right. It's also for sale. Took it to the Woodward or Gratiot cruise last weekend and it did all right. It has its quirks, but we'll get to that later. Here we got my daily 97 2500, which brings me to story time because at the beginning of September, I went out on the other side of the state to get some parts for a core support for baby steps. So on that trip, I was on vacation. It was the day after Labor Day. We made it to the west side of the state, past Lansing, and on my way back, we made it to Brighton, Michigan, which is about an hour from where I live, and the drive shaft decided to pitch a U-joint. So Greg works out there, so I used his car to come home. Then I went back out and grabbed the drive shaft. Then I came back home and replaced the U-joints and took them back to the truck and put it in. So that pretty much wasted my vacation that I planned to get a bunch of stuff done in the garage. And you know, it is what it is, but we'll catch up and we'll keep moving on, and we'll keep on keeping on. It's kind of dark in here, sorry. So we picked up these spherical aluminum upper control arm bushings for the rear end of Trashy because the setup that's in Trashy right now is no hot bars, which raises the rear upper control arm mounting point in the rear of the car on the axle. I went to Tin Soldier Race Cars website and used their 4-link program to see where the instant center was, and I don't remember what it was some time ago, but it was way off, and the car had a whole bunch of anti-squat in it, near or over 200%, I believe. So installing them bushings and getting rid of the no hot bars should bring the separation percentage way down. It'd be nice to get it to squat, but I don't think that's going to happen with what we got going on right now. Also, before we take Trashy out to the track, I need to make sure all the control arms are equal length, and I'd like to try to figure out a homebrewed wheel alignment, because last time we had the car out at the track, it really wasn't wanting to go straight, which might kind of be understandable because you got nearly 700 horsepower in a completely stock chassis, besides some control arms and some other little things that really don't make too much of a difference. But I'd still like to go out there and make a full solid rip on it, especially with the we got 26 by 10.5 inch slicks on it now, which probably bring the gear ratio up quite a bit and improve the car's performance, because you're throwing a bunch of gear at it by putting the shorter tires on there. So that's about it for that. Ugly street truck. Oh yeah. I drove the white truck to work the last 3 or 4 days, so this is a cold start. This thing runs pretty good. I mean, I'm a car guy, I can deal with some stuff, so I can drive it. has a 9-inch nitrous converter in it that was maybe 10-inch, I can't remember. That I picked up used, and I ran in my Cutlass when I first bought it or put it together. So the trans slips a lot on the converter. It's really loose. This thing doesn't have enough torque to get the converter to lock. It's got the stock 308 gear, and I put a set of Cooper Cobra 275 6015s on the back, so it's really lacking gear. So she runs pretty good. She runs pretty good. It's got some drivability issues, but maybe we'll experience some of those while we're going for a ride here. I have a couple quarter-mile times from the car. One is 1590 and the other one's 16 something. But I think I let off before the quarter mile on those. Putting a tighter torque converter in a gear in this thing would probably do wonders for the performance. I'd like to see it somewhere in the 13-second range, but I have way too many projects, way too much stuff to work on, especially considering that I work full time, and you know, I have to cut down on some of this. I drove us out to Brighton to get my drive shaft and bring it back, and this thing cruises pretty good on the freeway. It gets decent gas mileage and everything else doing that, so I'm kind of impressed with it that way. Of course, I want to show you guys the car acting up, and it's running pretty good tonight. Never been down this street before. Pretty nice little neighborhood. Oh, here we go. I know where we're at now. There we go. It's starting to die down on me. Generally, it seems like if you're on the brakes, it kind of wants to die. Power steering kind of kills it a little bit. This has got a stock GM computer in it that has a slight tune flashed in it, and there's really no way of adjusting anything on this to get it to run better, aside from taking it to someone that has HB tuners and let them play with it. But my fear is kind of, is there something else wrong that's causing it to act like this, and maybe that it's not in the tune? I don't know how to determine that. With all the other stuff I got going on, it's really hard to focus and make time to get a project done and move on to the next one. I have a whiteboard in my living room that I put all my projects on and their priorities and what needs to be done. Check out the sunset. That looks pretty good. It's a nice sunset. But as you can see, for the most part, it runs pretty darn good. In reality, it really doesn't do anything well though. It's not fast. It does get decent gas mileage. It starts up and goes where you want to go, and you know, what more can you ask for, I guess. I have leaf springs for the back. I have new rotors and brake pads and wheel bearings for the front. I have shocks for the truck all the way around, and it rides good the way that it is. The leaf springs make a little bit of noise, but hey, it's an old truck. The brand hasn't fallen off, so I'm pretty good with that. This thing sounds killer. One of the things that I don't like about it is that it sounds killer and it's loud and it doesn't go anywhere. But it does all the things. I mean, all the lights work, the turn signals work, the reverse lights work. I fixed the license plate lights. I mean, it starts, it charges, it does all the things pretty much. It does need a heater core, but I got it bypassed for now, so that'll have to do. I would like to make it quieter, but in reality, this thing needs to go bye-bye. I could use the money out of this for other projects, and one less thing to do on my plate. Alright folks, thanks for tuning in and watching Glenn's Hot Rod Garage. We'll try not to be gone so long next time, and we'll catch you on the next edition. Peace.